All right, today's episode
Yeah.
is about you right.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Today's episode is about what brings you peace, and I would also add on to that by saying how important is it to have peace, right?
Yeah. I mean, peace is probably top two or top three things in my life, if
Right.
not number one,
Yeah.
because if you don't feel that you have peace in your life, there are so many trickling effects or things that you can do or react to because you're in a unpeaceful minds, you know? Yeah, I mean, and there are a lot of times where people will say people or things or activities can't bring you peace. It's about you bringing peace to yourself, which I fully agree with. I think that you yourself need to be the one that allows you or creates peace in your own life. But I also do believe that there are certain people in your life that will help bring you peace. There are certain things that you can do in life that will bring you peace. Yeah, so I definitely peace. Yeah, peace. It might be number one, honestly.
I'm wearing the same shirt and hat from the last episode.
That you are. Would you like a hat? Would you like to wear
I'm about
shirtless?
to do a hat switch.
Dude, go shirtless. You won't.
Shirtless? I'm not.
You wearing a
Please.
shirt underneath that?
We already got enough women following us. All right.
I mean, they do be liking you. They say,
That's no, bro. It's you.
No.
I'm just a 6 foot tall. I want to do life with you. This hat needs to be fixed. Anyways, let's just keep the hat off. So, my hair looks okay.
Yeah, it looks
Cool.
fabulous.
What's up, everybody? You know what else brings me peace? Pizza. Pizza that ass, boy. Just kidding.
I'm gonna let you know. Your comedy career started and ended there.
You're so disrespectful. Oh man, peace. I never really knew what peace was, not gonna lie to you. Until recently.
Wow.
Never really knew what it was. Maybe I knew what it was, but I never had it interrupted to know what it was.
Yeah.
Right? You can't
Yeah.
appreciate the light if you've never been in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really know what peace was until recently. And
So you're saying you'd never had peace before?
no, what I'm saying is I probably did, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't know and or appreciate it as much as I do now, right? Because hell never came knocking on my door. I mean, it's always been there, clawing,
Yeah.
but never like, you know what I mean? So when
I
it
would
happened,
say you've been through some things that definitely didn't that took away your peace.
right? But I would get over it rather quickly.
Yeah.
There's different levels of trauma depending on how long it takes for you to get over something,
Yeah.
or deal with something, or the way you handle something. But yeah, I mean, when I was in the fire department, I was waking up every day saving lives and stuff like that. I was at peace. It was cool.
Yeah.
You know, and owning a business and stuff. I wouldn't say it was still it's stress. It's just a whole nother different level of stress and stuff like that. But now I find what peace is.
Okay.
And I hold on to it dearly. And if you don't know what peace is, take a step back and analyze your life. Look at everything that is going on in that moment. Think of all the stress that you're dealing with, family situations, bills, work, relationships. Just take a step back. Literally, just one step back and just look at everything. And then when you look at everything, ask yourself, when I lay my head in bed at night, do the lights turn off or do they just dim? And if they just dim, it just means that your brain's still going and going and going, and you're thinking and you're thinking and you're thinking. and you may think yourself to sleep, right?
Yeah.
But when you're laying down, if you sit down and say, no, I lay down and lights out,
Yeah.
then you have some peace. But when you don't truly have peace until those lights are out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't mean
100%.
like literally lights out. I mean figuratively speaking, lights out. And I think now I've learned what that was. I never really knew what that was.
Got you. That's awesome though. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But then is peace interrupted when lights turn back on?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, are the lights turning back on dim? Or are they turning on full blast lights?
Yeah.
Right? So it's kind of trying to find that balance between the two. It's tricky.
What are some things that, along with what you've already spoken about, that you think bring you peace? Is it just mainly one thing, or do you have other things in life that bring you peace?
I would say there's different levels of peace that I'm at.
Okay.
So when I'm joyriding in the car, right, it's just not 100% peace because I'm still worried about some douchebag hitting me or whatever.
Yeah, but for the most part, when you're behind that wheel, everything kind of just disappears.
Somewhat.
Okay.
It used to more so, not as much anymore. If I'm sitting in the garage, lights on, music's playing, and I'm by myself, I'm just chilling. If I have a drink, chilling, right? When I'm in the gym used to bring me peace. Don't bring me peace no more. I used to sit down and say, let me just lift this heavy weight and build up my muscle and stuff like that. But because I have so much going on right now, the gym is becoming I know I need to do it. Do I sit down and say, I don't feel like doing it today because I got a bunch of shit to do? Yes. But it's discipline. So I keep going.
Yeah.
Right, to the gym. Even though it's like, it's an hour and 20 minutes from my day that I could be doing something else to get ready for what I need to do.
Yeah.
But the gym is not, it's interrupting what I need to do. So it's not so much of a piece right now.
Yeah, I get that.
But when I get a steady routine back, because I don't have a steady routine right now.
Yeah.
And we're products of repetition. And right now, things are just kind of scrambled here. Like today was fucked up. I forgot so much shit today. Yeah, I went to go do this, that failed. I went to do this, that failed. I went to try to get food with her, and that failed. And everything just kept fucking up today.
Yeah. So today you were not feeling peace.
No, today was just, I was just
hectic.
A fucking mess today. I couldn't get anything done right. And it was just frustrating the shit out of me. Today was one of those days. But yeah, there are different things that bring me peace. And there's people that bring me peace, right? That's the other thing, is that do you have people that bring you peace? But back to your original question, I mean, I have different outlets for peace, but there's always that one thing that just overpowers everything else, and that's your true peace. So yeah, I say I do have that.
Yeah.
Right now I do.
Nice. Good.
Yeah. What about you? What's your peace?
I would say similar. There's levels, but all in all, they attribute to the same piece. I don't know if it's levels is the right word, but it's just as a whole piece for me, and just whether how much one thing attributes more to it.
Right.
Definitely, my girlfriend is my number one piece. Knowing that you have someone there that always has your back. That's there for you. That's going to be there to support you no matter what decision you decide. And just how this relationship is blossoming and how healthy it is. And, for the first time, a relationship isn't stressful. It's not difficult. It's just so easy. Has been absolutely a joy and beautiful. So that is just the amount of peace. And then when we do get to see each other, that's another level of peace, being when you're separated. But some of the other things that, bring me peace this past weekend, you came over for my birthday, having all my friends and like people that I care about here, like in one backyard, I just felt complete and utter peace. Like,
Yeah, you look super happy.
it was like, it had been a while that I had gotten to see all of my friends, I would say that you and I maybe see each other. Obviously we do the podcast, but still like when we do hang out, like there's been people that I haven't seen for months, so it was really cool just to see everyone. So I think that is a huge thing, is the people that you surround yourself, when they're that good circle of people, they can really help attribute to bringing peace into your life. I think another thing that's very underrated is going outside, being in nature. We just spoke about social media in the last episode. I think going out in nature and really taking a deep breath outside, and I'm not talking like going to your backyard. I'm actually I'm talking about like going and hiking on a trail or going to the beach and really not looking at your phone and kind of just coming back to like our roots, going into nature. I find like when you get to the top of a peak of a mountain or a top of a trail or something, and you just look out and see that view, you're just at ease, you're at peace. You have this urge or sense of accomplishment after this journey that you just took.
Right.
And I would say that those are some of the leading things where I find peace that help me. So
do you think that going out and we're talking about current time?
Yeah.
If you went out in Mother Nature right now, sat on a rock, saw the beautiful sky and everything, you'd be at peace.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you did that by yourself. How much more at peace would you be if she was next to you?
I think whether someone is or not, it's not going to completely change. I think the experience getting to the top will be more enjoyable because you're getting to share that experience and push each other if one of them is having, struggles or.
So forget that aspect. Forget about the travel to it. Think about sitting there, right? You're there, and all of a sudden she just pops up behind you and sits down next to you, and you look over. How much more at peace are you?
10 times more.
The difference, right?
Yeah.
Because back to being at peace and the different levels. Yeah, you sit down, nature.
Yeah.
But when the person you fucking love is sitting right next to you, that's a different level of peace that a lot of people in the comments or in the DMs wish they could have.
Yeah.
And as much as we try to sit down and not let someone be our everything, as men, as true caring men that wear their heart on their sleeves, men that have been through a ton of shit, our woman is our full peace. It's really what it is. And it doesn't, I can get in the car and drive and be good, but if she's next to me, I'm better.
Yeah. I
can go and sit in the garage by myself with, a beer and listen to music.
Yeah.
With her, I'm better.
Yeah.
I can go on a hike, sit at the top of the mountain. With her, I'm better.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. And you can bullshit all you want and you can push it to the side, or you can say that's not the case, or I'm on my. You haven't experienced what that is. Yeah. If you don't know what that feels like, I'm sorry for you. I am. But it's different. It's a different piece that you don't really know what it is. And that's why I said I didn't really know what true peace was.
So now I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like I had peace.
Yeah, but not this much of
But
peace.
this type of peace is better than any peace I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's just different. And I will hold on to that as long as I can. I'll cherish it as long as I can. Because hell's going to come knocking on the door one day. And I might lose that peace.
Yeah.
you know, and then I have to figure out how to deal with that.
Yeah.
And so do you, right? We all have to figure out how to deal with that.
Yeah.
And we've all have lost somebody that we care about, and maybe a breakup or your significant other passes away. And that's a piece that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah.
And I'll tell a quick story. Not many people know the story. It happened like 2 months ago. I was sitting at a bagel place I go to every morning, and then there was a gentleman sitting there. Actually, I think I only told this story to one person or two people, maybe. And he was sitting there with his hands like this, his elbows on the table, and a cup of coffee there. And I was there for about a good 20 to 25 minutes. And in the 20, 25 minutes, he made it touch that coffee twice.
Mm.
And he's just looking out the window. Guy had to be like mid-70s. And out of curiosity, and I fucking shouldn't have asked this because it's none of my business, but I said, sir, out of curiosity, if you only touched that coffee twice, you've been here for 25 minutes, and you just keep looking out the window. What's on your mind? Like, you all right? And there was no one else in the coffee place. It was just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I'm just thinking about work. I was like, okay. He goes, yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm thinking about work all the time. You know, I'm in the middle of something, and this guy that I work, that I know, if he ends up being found guilty, then this and this and this is gonna happen, and my job is to try to figure this out. And not to ask too many questions. I was like, okay, listen, I understand. So he just kept talking about how, you know, my life is so hectic. I'm always thinking about this and that. So out of curiosity, I said, so, you know, what brings you peace? Do you find peace in all of that? Like, where is your peace?
Mm-hmm.
And he looked out the window again. And then he looked at me. And he said, my peace died 7 years ago. And I went, oh. He goes, my wife died of cancer. And ever since then, I never had that peace again.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck. Shouldn't have asked that question.
Yeah.
I feel fucking like I'm about to like, you know? And I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. It sucks
Yep.
to lose somebody. And I did EMS for 10 years, man.
Yeah. But it's, you know, with EMS, you know, it's still, it's your piece that you would be losing, you know?
Right, right.
It's like he said, he lost his piece.
Right. But in EMS, like, I've seen people lose theirs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen people die in front of me. I've held them dying. You know, they were talking to me 1 minute, like me and you were talking, all of a sudden, croak.
Boom. Yep.
And if their significant others in the other room thinking that this guy's just going to the hospital or she's just going to the hospital.
When lo and behold, all of a sudden it stops breathing. Yeah. You know, and they're in the other room trying to get a bag ready or whatever, not realizing that the last few moments they're not going to get. Yeah. You know, and then they have to come crying to me and become like hysterical because now I'm here holding your wife or holding your husband who just asked you to go get him a cup of water. And the last words that you heard from your significant other was, can you get me a cup of water, please? Yep. Never got a true goodbye.
You never get that goodbye.
Yep.
And when you... when you think about shit like that, it's like, bro, at any moment, you could lose somebody you care about. Yeah. That's just crazy. Just crazy. Sometimes I wish I didn't do EMS because that shit made me appreciate life. You know what I'm saying? It really did. But it made me so scared of losing people. Yeah. You know? And as I gotten older, when I was younger, maybe not so much. But as I've gotten older, it puts a fear in my eyes now. You know, I lost my dad. You lost your dad. And I know hell's going to come knocking on my door the day I lose my mother. You know, I've lost a ton of family members, my grandmother, my great-grandmother. So it's like that peace is always interrupted at some point. Yeah. And when peace gets interrupted because of a death, it's hard for that peace to come back. And then when that peace does come back, seeing everything that I've seen and being through everything I've been through, I sit down and say, fuck, when is it going to get interrupted again?
Yeah, because it's like once you've lost it, it's like, oh, I know it's coming back.
Yeah.
It's like it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it's like inevitable.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry guys if I got a little fucking choked up. That's the EMS did that shit to me. And I praise everyone that has ever done EMS. If you are an EMT or a paramedic or a firefighter that has saved lives, I mean, even police officers, I have so much respect for you guys. And especially EMS just does not get enough credit that they deserve. They don't. They're the most underpaid service in the United States. And these guys are out there trying to help people. They're the nurse of the streets. So, I give you guys my utmost respect and thank you guys for everything that you do. But yeah, it's scary. So like right now I have the peace that I want. I have the peace that I need. And I'm scared of losing it.
Yeah.
I'm a man, and I'll admit it.
Well, it's like, what is going to be that next like curveball that comes your way to interrupt it?
Right. You know, and is it going to be the end all?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be like a little shoulder bump?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So a lot of people out there, and I see them in the comments, and they sit down and they say, "Oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had that someone. Or I wish I had that people. Oh, I gave up." Right? They may not have the peace that we have.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for them. I do.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them. It's a great thing, but then at the same time, you sit down and say, you know what? Maybe you're better off single. That way you never have to deal with the disappointment of losing it. But it's a double-edged sword, right? That was one of the things we were going to do today. Right?
Because
one of the episodes.
It's one of those things where is it better to, if you're single and you've never experienced that love or a true relationship that brings you peace, and in my opinion, I think I would take, a relationship and peace any day over being single, even if that meant losing it at some point, because I will have known what that is.
I mean, is it better to love and lost than to not love at all?
I love and lost.
Yeah. And a lot of people can't handle that.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't handle loving someone and then losing them.
I mean, by no means do I want to or plan on losing anyone in my life, but,
right.
Even if it's just of old age.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
That's the sad part. It's like, it's fucking inevitable.
Yeah. And that's just one of those things where we've talked about this and other things, and it's regret, if my heart goes out to the people who haven't experienced, true love and peace and just the comfort and of having someone. And I would, if I had to do that and not have a chance of that, I'd regret not at least chasing it, because some people will just give up on it so fast.
One of the signs to know that someone is your peace is when they're not with you and you think about them often. That's one of the things that you don't realize it. You think you're just thinking about them. You think you just, have them on your mind because you care about them a lot and you love them or whatever.
Yeah.
But if they're not with you and you're always wondering what they're doing, or they're just on your mind, and you sit down and say, I can't wait, or I miss the fuck out of them.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you could be hanging out all weekend, right? And then it's time to go back to work. The second that you guys are at work and you're like, damn, I wish I was just with my girl.
Right. Right.
Like I was just spending 72 hours with her straight. And like, I'm like, yo, give me another 24 hours.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean?
It's not enough time.
Yeah.
It's not enough time. And I think that's when you realize that person is your peace, when you realize that it's never enough time with them. And no matter how much you spend with that person, you still don't feel like, well, yeah, I was with them for 10 days.
Yeah.
And now they're gone for a day.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I know it's not enough time.
Yeah.
Oh, I was with you for 30 days. You left
Yeah.
for 3 hours. No, it's not enough time.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's not obsession because it's funny. Like we laugh
Yeah.
at it. We know what it is. It becomes overly obsessive when you're constantly. What are you doing? Where are you?
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
Yeah,
Why are you not here? Why are you not answering? Calling and texting. That's when it becomes
Yeah.
obsession,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you're at work and you're able to do work or whatever,
Yeah.
it might be send a text here or maybe send a text there. Excuse me, but that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's like every minute, every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes,
Yeah.
that's an obsession issue.
Yeah.
That's not peace. Your peace is interrupted now because of your obsession.
Yeah. And it, my girl will send me all these little cute Instagram reels, just like kind of like it's a cute little video, but with some like kind of like a note on it, just with like, I miss you. I'm always here to support you. I can't wait to have a family with you. These like cute, and I'm just like, yo,
Yeah.
There's just, it just puts a smile on your face.
Yeah, it
and
does.
it's like, damn, like I want to just go hang out with her now.
Yeah. It's like, yo, is it fucking 3 o'clock?
Yeah. Like, yo, let me get out of work right now.
Yeah. Like, yo, I'm about to go home sick just so I can go see.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. It's a weird type of peace.
You want to hop into Cody's quotes?
Yes.
Real fast?
Let's do that. Ready for my orchestra?
Conductor. Go. Hey.
It's Cody's quotes.
It's Cody's quotes.
It's on a note.
It's on a note. Hey, Cody.
Oh, I double tapped
It's
it.
okay.
Damn, we played
It's
twice.
okay.
Shit.
All right. This one is short.
Oh, cool.
This one's short. So, do not let the behaviors.
What?
Rewind. Nice. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Bam.
Damn, that's it.
Yeah.
Simple. Done. That I don't even think I have to like go over that.
No,
It's
there's no reason to.
it's pretty straight.
But it's
clean cut.
Although we've just been talking about how there are people in our life that bring us peace. There are other people that can take our peace away. And I think that there are kind of just a segue into talking about a couple other points. There are a lot of things in life that can take away your peace. And I think one of them is learning to look at a negative thing that happened. And this isn't, negative is a very broad spectrum. But say something's not going your way in the day. Maybe just take a step back, try to look at it in a positive way. Because when you're thinking in that negative way, that's all your mind is going to think about, and that's going to take away your peace.
Yeah.
For that moment, you're just going to be dwelling on that negativity, and your peace is going to be taken away. You know what? Let's look at it in a different aspect. Let's keep the peace going.
Yeah, I agree. I got nothing to add to that.
No?
That was pretty good. Straight, clean cut forward.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's trying to disrupt you. Life is always disrupting you. There's always going to be something that's going to try to shine the light really bright where you can't see. And you just got to learn to control it. The brain is the darkest place to live. I've said it time and time again. Your brain is the darkest place to live. And you are the only person that can control how you react to situations.
Letting anger go. And I know that's tough for a lot of people. But I think if you can learn to let anger go, that gives you a lot of power, along with not allowing, because anger is a very strong emotion, and it can very much destroy your brain, as you said. Like your whole mind will just go red, and you're just thinking about that terrible thing and just hyper focused.
Yeah, anger and hate.
It can be very destructive, and it will take away all your peace. And with that destructiveness, you could take away your own peace. I think another thing also is grudges and what's the other word for it? Holding grudges and forgiving people, I think, is something that people will say is a flaw in my aspect. Now, depending on what that person did, I won't, forgive someone. But I do believe in, you know, there's a saying where it's, you know, I'll forgive, but I won't forget.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and I think when you hold a grudge over someone, that's giving someone a power that's then putting a sort of weight on your chest because you're giving them the time of day
Mm-hmm.
by constantly having them on your brain and mind because you're holding this grudge over with that person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that can take away your peace, you know?
Yeah, I don't hold grudges. I let things go. I don't got time to hold things.
Yeah.
I don't got time to hold grudges. People do what they've done. Everything happens the way it's supposed to.
Yep.
That's
Fully
it.
agree. But I just think, you know, like I think that's one of those things where a lot of people that we probably know that's just part of, you know, it happens,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And for anyone out there who holds grudges, just let things go. You know, don't let that weight hold on to you.
That's right. I got nothing else. My brain's
Nothing
fried
else?
from that. Yeah. That whole emotional thing fucked my whole thought process up. Sorry, guys. I never get emotional. I really don't.
You're good. Hey, you're all good. I know at some point I've been avoiding one of the episodes that I knew that we were going to cover, but we still haven't covered it. And I know once
I know
we
which
do,
one you're talking about, and
you know,
we can keep going past that one, boy.
I'm fine with it. You know,
yeah,
half the episode I might be crying. You know, who knows?
Yeah, it's that's gonna be a tough episode, but you're good. I'm good.
Yeah. So we were talking about peace, and guys, I think just if you have peace, hold on to it. Don't let it go. Don't let anything bother it. Don't let anything possibly ruin it, and just hold on to it tight.
And if you have someone that brings you peace, enjoy the time you have with them. Love them, cherish them, accept them for who they are, but don't suffocate them. That's the one thing you don't want to do. Just enjoy every moment. Enjoy every fucking moment because you never know. I could get in a car right now and go home, and this could be my last episode. You just never know.
Yeah.
You just never fucking know.
We all are on this ticking time clock.
Borrowed time.
Where we have no idea when it's our time.
That's right. Borrowed time. Anyways, I'm Jay.
This is Cody.
Signing off. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir. And until the next one, peace.